we've done the digging. You've done an interview.
I have.
I think we've narrowed down the field of possible people that are Christine for the upcoming films, if they go that route. I've kind of tossed them into 4 categories. There's the meh, there's the interesting, there's the oh, and then there's the motherfucker, the Sam L. Jackson motherfucker too, because it may shock you a little bit. So we'll dive into it after the intro. Before we get into that, we're going to talk about the quest for 1,000 subscribers, which may be over by the time you're seeing this.
We're almost there.
Yes. So we're under 10 to get there. So by the time you see this, it may be, it's over. And then we'll start talking about a future contest down the line. But if we're not, key thing for you to do is check to see if you are subscribed to the channel by making sure that that button is clicked. And you don't have to turn on notifications. Save the battery life. When you're ready to watch us, we'll be there in your subscription feed, and then you can catch up with our show, our movie reviews. You can check out interviews with independent filmmakers and artists and actors and actresses. In fact, they're doing one right now as we speak over at the Coffee House. Or you want some pop culture comedy, come check out 5 Things and have a laugh with us as we go through a list of 5 things with a special guest on things you should check out or avoid. And then finally, in March, we're going to have Nerdbox Paranormal Month. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have some fun. We're going to tell some ghost stories, some Ouija board stories. We're going to possibly have a live ghost hunt stream on the channel, which should be fun. And we may even do a live Ouija board session on the channel. I don't know. It's going to be a little crazy.
Still talking about that one.
So to start us off, we're going to do a little bit of the shoulder shrug. Meh. If it happens, it happens. Candidates for this one.
Girl 2 in the video store. Honestly, she looked bored.
She did.
Yeah. She was one of those, like, Valley girls, I think. And
Ugh, as if.
she's like, whatever. Absolutely no one at all. Honestly, what is the purpose of this character? We've brought in Jill's mom to pad kill stats, Billy's mom to be the killer, and Sid's to be a ghost.
We've done it already then.
There's no purpose for her to show up, other than to make us theorize and dig through the movie for clues.
Smart marketing, right? We're here, we're talking about it now. We're going to hint at this character coming down, and really, what do we need her for?
And we're not the only ones. It's all over the internet, people trying to figure out who Sam and Tara's elusive mom is. Who's this mystery girl that Billy Loomis was shagging on the side? So, I mean, if that's all it is for marketing purposes, they've done their job well. Girl number 1 in the video store. Now, out of all the mess, she seems most likely because she was staring at Billy. Like she either had a secret or she was about to step in for Sid.
Yeah, you could see it. She's like,
I mean, I don't know, though. He was a serial killer, but he was hot. So, I mean, a lot of girls... But a lot... Oh, because girls care about that, right?
Exactly.
What?
That was the look on her face. That's what I'm saying. Let's move over to the interesting category. The first is going to be the cheerleader in the bathroom. And she ranks a little low on this because it seems a little obvious, don't you think? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, she's the cheerleader. Billy's like the popular hot guy. Like, it almost seems like they should be a couple.
Exactly. And people are already demanding Stu come back. And now people are demanding that she comes back. So I don't see both happening. So I think that there's a chance. I don't think it's a good chance.
Yeah.
Now, there's always the possibility of somebody new.
Yeah, maybe it's no one that we ever saw in the movie. Maybe she was just behind the scenes, which would make sense because she was the secret, right? She was the secret little girlfriend that no one knew about, apparently.
But again, we've done this.
Mrs. Loomis? What?
Billy's mother!
So this is the interesting category. Cheerleader in the bathroom, somebody we haven't seen before. I think this is more likely than the other people that we talked about. Now that brings us to the...
Kristy in part 1. Yes, Kristy. We found her. Not only did we see the name in Dewey's phone in part 5, but during the first film, we see a girl pass behind Billy in the hall after he runs into Sid. Shortly after, we hear another girl call out, "Kristy, wait up."
No, I don't. It's just somebody was there.
Hey, Kristy, wait
Billy,
up.
someone was there.
Hey, Kristy, wait
Billy,
up.
someone.
It seems as though Billy was possibly meeting up with her, only he ran into Sid first.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking too. Now, here it makes a little bit more sense, right? Kristy can be short for Christina.
Christine.
Or Christine, yeah. So Kristy can be short for Christine, right?
Mhm.
And in the movie, Amber said that she was a drunk. We figured out that Dewey kind of drowned himself in the bottle after coming back to Woodsboro.
Yeah, so
and
it could
leaving
be
Gail.
somebody from like a group,
Exactly.
like AA, something like that. Because, again, Tara did want to know what group she was in, and one of the choices was AA, NA, so apparently Christine's been up to some stuff.
The other O.
Girl in the bathroom. No official name for her, so, I mean, it could be Kristy or Christine, right? It does make more sense than the cheerleader, because she was nerdy, possibly easily persuaded by Billy. I mean, come on. The hot guy, right? Like, he was the bad boy. Yeah, and Christine, remember, she was keeping old diaries about him, writing about their love and how she was having their love child. But there's probably some old letters in there, too. This just fits the character.
Now, old letters, for you youngins, essentially what that is, back in the day when we were in high school, which would have been the same time frame that this was,
Yes.
there was no cell phones to pass text messages through. So there were actual notes that we would pass through class and whatever else. So I'm thinking if she had a diary, she has these notes too. Because that seems something that would fit that character. And I think, as you mentioned in the interview, too, if you haven't seen the interview, go find the Nancy Ann interview. It's a few slots down. It's in the Donna Jean Coffee House of Horror.
Yes. It's with Donna Jean, myself, and Nancy Ann Ritter, who plays the girl in the bathroom.
I think the theory was really good, how you kind of connected them.
Yes.
And fans are even asking for her to come back, too.
I did that. I connected that. Honestly, she's my choice.
Now that brings us to the motherfucker moment.
He just likes to say that.
I can't say it as well as Samuel L. Jackson, so if I say it or I throw a clip in, we'll see.
You should throw a clip in.
Christine from Scream Part 3.
Mother...
It all fits.
Cotton's girlfriend.
Cotton's girlfriend, yes. Here's why, right? We've talked about this on our theory shows. If you don't die on screen, you're not necessarily dead. Who proved that? Kirby. Who's the other person that proved that in Part 3? Roman. She got stabbed in the back. Maybe, because you didn't even see the knife go into her back. You just seen a hand go right into the back, and she went, ah, and fell down. So I'm thinking that Christine is our prime candidate. You heard her, prime candidate. And Amber said it in the movie. Christine kind of gets around. So there's no reason that by the time Scream 3 occurred in this timeline, that maybe Christine had a little side piece. So she could have been visiting Cotton. She could have went away for a weekend, fooling around. And here's the kicker, right? So the original story for Scream 3 was that Stu was going to be pulling the strings from behind the cell. Christine has a thing for serial killers. Obviously, she found out about Billy afterwards, but maybe that, that's a little thing she has now.
We can't say she has a thing for serial killers because Cotton was innocent. He wasn't a serial killer.
Look,
He was just an asshole.
You don't know that. So we go from Billy Loomis to Cotton and then to Stu. It all kind of makes sense, right?
And Christine seemed to be living with Cotton. How are you going to be living with someone when you're married? Because her husband, up until that point, kind of thought they had a really good marriage. He didn't even have any clue what was going on.
She's away in London right now during this film. So
for a convention for work.
Exactly. There it is right there. She could say she's going away to conventions, and really she's going to see her husband or her boyfriend in another area.
Oh, okay.
And you watch the ID channel, so you should kind of see that stuff coming.
I'm not buying
Double
it.
life.
I'm not buying it, especially once the father left her actual husband left the picture, because I don't see her going away constantly living with someone else.
At that point in the timeline, by the time Tara hits 8, Cotton's already dead. So she's back home. She's like, you know what? Forget it. Stu's in prison. I'll just wait for him to come out. I'm just going to raise these girls and drink and then travel whenever I got to travel. Because she's messed up. She likes serial killers.
Oh, here we go.
She has that little kink. She has that fetish. So I'm thinking it's definitely Christine. She's thinking it's a girl in the bathroom. What do you think it is? So you need to let us know in the comments.
I just think girl in the bathroom fits better with the whole being the secret girlfriend, especially with her being the nerdy one and having the diaries and that whole thing. I just don't see Cotton's girlfriend Christine doing that. I just don't. I think you're wrong.
Either way,
he's wrong a lot.
Honestly, whether we get Christine in the film or not, I know the director said that they had a bigger part for her in this movie. I don't see the value of bringing her in. If she comes in, hopefully the story is done well enough where it's executed and it makes sense.
We did find out that she was in the script.
Mm-hmm.
There were scenes written for her, but she didn't make the final cut. Now, whether or not she makes it into the deleted scenes, I don't know. So if she does, then, and we watch those, that could just blow all these theories right out of the water. But I don't know if they actually made the deleted scenes. I just know that there was a script. She was in the script, but she didn't make the final cut.
Yeah, so what do you think? What do you want to see? Do you want to see the mom show up? Do you care if she shows up? Do you think it's any of the people that we mentioned? I can't seem to find anybody else that may have survived that would have been in that initial click in the beginning that would have be connected to everybody. So I think we identified some of the candidates, and I do think that Christine is the person, regardless of what she says.
He's wrong. It's definitely more leaning towards my person.
I guess we'll see.
And she even agreed with me that my theory was awesome. So I have that too.
Anyway.
Keep liking. Keep subscribing. We're almost there. Almost at 1,000 for those of you that know what's going on.
And by the time that you see this, we may be at 1,000.
We may be. And then we will be rewarding someone with $100. Woohoo! Who doesn't want money, right? So keep on going. We need like a few more and we're there. And, turn on the notifications or don't. It's fine. We don't get notified of our stuff. We are just subscribed so that this way when we go in and we want to find something, it's right there in our library, which is convenient. And share. Because the more you share, the more subscribers we get and the more we can help you guys.
Yep. Until the next.
See ya.